Part 2, the Florida Furnace. Welcome back to Headbangers Yearbook, death metal in 1980 to 1989. Let's head to Tampa, the Furnace. While LA was dyeing its hair and chasing record deals, Florida was melting speakers. Chuck Schuldiner came back from California, reformed Mantis into death, and sharpened the blade. In 1987, death dropped Scream Bloody Gore, and the landscape shifted. This wasn't just faster thrash. This was open throat, entrail dragging, no apology death. The vocals, they were pure sewer gas. The riffs that sounded like tombstones collapsing on themselves. That album felt illegal, like something you weren't supposed to be hearing. But it sold, and it sold fast. In Florida, went from swampy joke state to mecca of the macabre. Obituary, then known as Executioner, dropped raging death demos and cooked up Slowly We Rot. Kill my death. Morbid Angel was practicing satanic teleportation between time signatures. Atheist decided to play jazz, but evil. And Nocturnus added sci-fi keyboards. Yeah, it happened. Meanwhile, Deicide was tuning guitars and burning Bibles. Morrisound Studios became the death metal bakery, and Scott Burns, he was the high priest of brutality. He produced almost everything, every drum hit, like a car crash inside a crypt. And it wasn't just Florida. New York got into the pit too. Immolation, straight up blasphemous density. Incantation, tremolo picked chaos. Ripping Corpse with Eric Rudin before he joined Morbid Angel. The styles diverged. Florida equaled clarity, horror themes, groove riffs. New York equaled murk, hellfire, and Caverncore madness. Even in Europe, ears started perking up. Carcass started smearing medical textbooks across grindcore. Bolt Thrower emerged from the war-scarred fog of the UK. And Pestilence in the Netherlands started experimenting with jazzy brutality. Here's a fun trivia break. Chuck Schuldiner played with Slaughter from Canada for 1 week in 1986. He hated it. He left and then formed the classic death lineup. Some of these demos sounded like they were recorded inside a microwave filled with blood. But that vibe, it was untouchable. Death metal was disgusting, but it was alive and fans were all in. By 1988, the underground wasn't underground anymore. It was an avalanche. Labels were finally watching. And in 1989, death metal detonated. But by 1989, death metal wasn't a scene. It was its own ecosystem. And it was fucking vicious. Obituary dropped Slowly We Rot. The title, Slowly. The album cover? Like someone threw a corpse into a Kmart photo booth. But the sound? Caveman groove meets morgue ambience. Morbid Angel unleashed Altars of Madness. Dave Vincent sounds like a demon impersonating a preacher. Sepultura joins the fray with Beneath the Remains. Brazil shows up and stomps necks. Brutal, tight, faster than your heart rate during Pestilence drops Consuming Impulse. The album cover looks like a fungal outbreak. The music sounds similar too. Bolt Thrower gives us Realm of Chaos. Warhammer metal, down-tuned doom, tank with riffs. These weren't demos. These were albums. Full-length, studio mixed, professionally printed, but still brutal as hell. Meanwhile, new monsters rise. You got Nihilist in Sweden, soon to be entombed. Carcass levels up their gore. Napalm Death starts infecting death metal with grindcore speed. It's a perfect storm. In the media, still fucking clueless.
I'm completely clueless.
MTV, still showing Poison videos.
Give me something to believe in. But there's a Lord above.
Rolling Stone, busy reviewing. We built the network themselves. Magazines like Metal Forces, Grind Crusher, Chainsaw Abortions, mail order distros run by high schoolers with typewriters, VHS bootlegs of shows taped from someone's cousin's camcorder. By the time the labels noticed, death metal already had its own world and its own rules. Death metal didn't crawl out of the grave in the 1990s. It was already feasting in the 80s. Ugly, unfiltered, unstoppable, and it was just getting started. What's the most underrated death metal record of the 80s? And who do you think really started it? This always is questionable. Was it Possessed? Was it Death? Was it Venom? Everybody has an opinion. What demo still haunts your playlist today? Do me a favor, drop your answers, raise your horns, because this was Headbangers Yearbook, Death Metal 1980 to 1989.